Hi guys, so it's Abby here, and look, my hair, let me say something. I've been neglecting my hair for 9 days, okay? I've been neglecting my hair for 9 days. As you can see, I'm down in the shop. Can y'all see the shop? So y'all, I am out of work. I've been out of work since February 22nd, 2022. And now I feel like I want to tell y'all why I'm not going to be doing hair for a whole month. 1 week in, 9 days in, baby, and I'm ready to do some hair. But my body's saying, sit down, Abigail. So, I guess I'll just let y'all watch me do my hair. Because she looking very much so thirsty. And I'm not going to wash my hair because I washed my hair for my birthday, which was March 1st. Big up, big up. I watched this girl. Her name is Alicia Kim. Her husband's name is Boo. Big up, big up, big up. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I washed my hair for my birthday, which was March 1st. 37. Well, I kind of retwisted it because I needed to look some kind of decent on my birthday. So I just twisted my bang. And the rest of it is thick. Thick. My body hurt. Okay? I just want to go lay down. Okay? Because I did too much on March 1st, my birthday, and that very night, baby. I was in the bed hurting. Do you hear me? I paid for that birthday. I paid for that birthday. I took that ponytail, I took that tight ponytail out my head. You know my hair ain't that long yet. Took that tight ponytail on about the head, honey. Yes, I did. Okay, honey, because it was killing. It was giving very much so headache. Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing is doing my hair, talking to y'all a little bit about my experience with I had a hysteroscopy. I had a hysteroscopy, laparoscopy, myomectomy. Let me see if I can say that again. I had a hysteroscopy, myomectomy, and laparoscopic myomectomy for 10 fibroid cysts, and he got to go back up in there because one stubborn. That's why I know when I have a baby, she gonna be stubborn. They gonna be stubborn because that one fibroid still in there, about 20%. And I say, but doc, can it come back if you don't get it out? He said yes. I said I want it done ASAP, okay? Because I'm sick of dealing with it. At this point, I'm very much so tired of it. Okay. Anyway, got my water bottle. I'm gonna be using Moisture Lock. Y'all see it's almost gone. I love this stuff. And I just started using this on my hair. Can you see? It's growth cream. Smells amazing. And to get my locks to stay neat and pristine until they dry, I'm going to be using. Okay. Boom. Twist and lock gel. And of course, hair clips. Okay. Let me hurry up because my body hurt. I'm tired. I went to have my yearly done, and when I went to go have my yearly done, my doctor, my gynecologist, Dr. Anna Basso, I love her so much. She cares, okay? She actually cares. And so I went to, and Dr. Basso and got my yearly. And she said, your uterus big. Your uterus is big. I know we took a pregnancy test and you're not pregnant, so your uterus big. So I'm like, my uterus big. I don't know. So yeah, she told me my uterus was big, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, what that mean? So, what am I calling? I'm using my gimbal stabilizer, and I barely know how to use it. Okay, let's talk about it. So y'all probably ain't gonna see my face the whole video because I'm gonna be looking down, up, sat, around, looking cray. But y'all gonna see this hair get lay. Okay. Okay. Not to be confused with. Y'all get on my nerves. So she told me my uterus was big. Now, you see, I told y'all not to use this thing. I done turned the whole camera off. Good thing I know how to edit. He said, well, we're going to have to give you a vaginal ultrasound. I'm like, vaginal ultrasound? This shit sounds serious. Vaginal ultrasound? Mind you, I go to the Center for Women's Care. I love that place. It's located in Norfolk, Virginia. And all things women. It's for all things women. I had to come back for that. I actually had to come back for that procedure because I guess they weren't prepared for that. I don't know. Definitely had to come back for that procedure. And when I went back, I got an ultrasound, of course. And the findings were that I had 6 fibroids. And now this is making complete sense of why my cycles have been a freaking whirlwind. Let's talk about it. Okay, cycle? Let's talk about it. She was out here giving up the ghost. And I didn't even know I was the ghost, okay? She tried to take us to the eye. So, I went to ample doctor's appointments after that. So that was probably in June, July, August. That was in August, y'all. I went to the gynecologist in June. And she told me my uterus was too big. In July, I was being monitored. Because then by that time they knew it was fibroids. So I was being monitored. I had to go to the gynecologist, y'all, like, now what am I, see. Anyway, I had to go to the gynecologist, y'all, for like 6 months straight. No lie. Like, I went to the gynecologist from June until I had my surgery, February 22nd. I've been going to the gynecologist like 1 to 2 times a month. And even had to go to the emergency room. I'm going to get to that, though. And in September, because the sister body was not cooperating at all. Okay? At all. So, she was like, well, I'm going to put you with a specialist. He is the top specialist in this field. He is a specialist. He on the board. I done looked the man up, okay? Cause you finna cut me in half. Okay, you finna cut me in half, buddy. I didn't know who you is. All right, y'all. No disrespect. I know you went to school for a long time, Fee. I know. But what I don't know is you. So Yeah, it's kind of hard to trust somebody you don't know. But when you in a predicament like I was, baby, you about ready to listen to anybody. You ready to listen to somebody who got a esthetician license at this point. You say you what? You gotta make incisions? Okay. Listen. Okay. Baby. The stuff I was going through, baby, you could have been a deer hunter for all I care. Yeah, you said what? Okay, look, I just wanted it out of me. So anyhow, I keep getting lost because I be forgetting. I was being monitored very closely, and so when I went to go see the specialist now. He works out of EVMS as a director. I think. I'm not sure, but he works out of EVMS and he have an office in Virginia Beach. His name is Joseph Hudgens. His name is Dr. Hudgens. And he's pretty cool guy, pretty relatable. He seems to know a lot. Okay, when I say he know a lot, he know a lot. So he gave me an ultrasound also, and he found 2 more fibroids. Okay, so now all in all, I have 8 fibroids, and they're growing. Okay, they're growing, and so. He says to me, and y'all, this is my first visit ever seeing this man a day in my life. Do you hear me? A day in my life. When he told me I was gonna have to wait 4 months for this surgery, it's like 4 or 5 months for the surgery. I literally cried in this man's office, like, sir, I've been bleeding for 3. Count them 1, 2, 3 months, and you want me to wait till February? It's October. It was October, guys. He told me that I was gonna have to wait till February because he was booked. So you already know what that means. You already know what when you booked and busy. We know what that means, y'all. You the best. So guess what? I'm gonna grin and bear it. Okay, I'm gonna grin and bear it. For these 4 months, I'm going to pray to God every day that I don't bleed to death, because that's what it felt like. And yeah, so y'all, I just went through it. Now it's a gnat down here. God, I'm all for God's creatures, okay? But baby, not in here. Outside, not in here. So yeah, y'all. So he told me I couldn't have the surgery, that he was booked up till February, and that was just what it was. So, you know, I sat there and every month had a horrible period. A horrible cycle. Do you hear me? Why can't I catch this motherfucker? This bitch. I swear to God. He don't want that. Is he in my camera? Bitch in the camera. And it looked like there's more than one of them. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for no gnat to fly past. Now I know he did, because I smushed his ass on the wall. You see me? So I had to wait till February. So I also had to go get an MRI in November because he wanted to make sure he was getting all of the images of my uterus that he needed to get in order for him to see what he need to see and how he gonna go about the surgery. So I went and got an MRI in November. And baby, I come back from the MRI. They say, you got 10. I got 10 fibroids. How? Where? Where they at? Because I can stand up. My stomach was protruding a lot. And I always felt bloated. And I always looked pregnant. And it always didn't sit well to me. But you know, if you don't know what's going on in your body, you don't know what's going on in your body. So I got this. So I got the MRI. They told me I had 10 fibroids. And the biggest fibroid was 11 centimeters. Okay. A baby head can slide easily through there. Because you only got to be 10 to push a kid out. My biggest fibroid was 11 centimeters. The smallest fibroid I had was like 3 centimeters, I believe. 3.5 centimeters. Was the smallest. No, my smallest was 2.5 centimeters. My smallest fibroid was 2.5 centimeters. So, 2.5 centimeters. Okay, so what's the smallest and the biggest was 11 centimeters. So, boom, train keep rolling. It's now December. Oh, well, let's back up and tell y'all why I even had to go to the emergency room. Because one night I was just, sitting on the couch. I actually fell asleep on my sofa. And so I woke up. So September, I fell asleep on the couch. I wake up from the couch, y'all. And I just feel a gush. I'm sitting on the couch. Got a pad on because I'm on my period. Because I've been on my period since August 15th at this point. I sit up on the couch and a gush, of blood came up out of me. And I was just like, what in the world? Here we go. Let me go change my pad. Because sis stopped wearing tampons because ain't nothing going up in there. Yeah, I'm having issues. Ain't nothing going up in there. So, she gush out. And I get to the bathroom and y'all, I done bled through 2 overnight pads. Do you hear me? 2 overnight pads. I done bled through. And I'm sitting on the toilet sweating profusely, okay? Sweating like I'm about to pass out sweat. I lost so much blood. I'm about to pass out in here. And I'm home by myself at this point. Okay? I'm home by myself. I'm scared. I'm about ready to call the ambulance. The ambulance. But I was like, I'm going to just wait and see what happens. Because, I already knew I had fibroids. So I knew why I was bleeding. I just didn't want to bleed like that. So, I was like, I'm going to give it a little time. But, honey, after I sit on that toilet for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I'm like, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. Like, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. So, in walks my niece. Now, mind you, it's 11:30 at night. Okay? She probably dog tired. You hear me? I'm like, Nene, baby, I need you, baby. She like, what's up? I'm like, baby, I need to go to the emergency room because I'm bleeding out. And she like, bet, let's ride. I'm like, oh, my niece. She doesn't live with me anymore right now. She's in Germany with my sister. But that's my ride or die, honey. She was like, we out here. Let's ride. Girl, I stayed up in that emergency room for 6 hours bleeding. Let me tell you this. Because it's COVID, Don't go to the emergency room. Don't get sick. Don't have to go to the emergency room. If you have to go to the emergency room, call the ambulance because, honey, they not accepting no walk-ins. Okay? You will sit there. You may die. Okay? You may die in the waiting room. Okay? And so I'm in there waiting. Boom, boom, that went down. They checked me out. Blood pressure high. Oh, and I'm gonna tell y'all about these fibroids, man. Alright, anyway. So blood pressure high because of the fibroids. Anemia because of the fibroids. Okay. My hemoglobin levels at all-time low because of my fibroids. Okay. And they let me go home. They actually let a sister go home like that. And so, I just I went home and just relaxed and just waited for the blood to stop. That's, really all you can do. And so that was September. So here comes December. Regular period, January, and finally, what was that, December? I got my MRI in November, so that means December. I ain't really have too many doctor's appointments, just follow-up appointments to make sure my levels were staying where they needed to be. That I had blood, enough blood to keep a sister alive. And that was probably it for December. And then January, same for January, I just kept getting my vitals taken. So they would know exactly what my body was doing, what the fibroids were doing to my body. And so February 10th, I had my pre-op. And, we just went over everything that we've been going over for the last 6 months about my surgery and what's going to happen. And, he just made me very reassured. He reassured me that he knew what he was doing, baby. He told me what type of scar I'm going to have and everything. So I love that part about it. The thoroughness. He planned what he was going to do. And I love that because in my line of work, I plan everything that I'm going to do with each client. That's why I like to know your hair, and I like to know the style you want before we even get started, because I'm doing research already, honey. And it's not because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing research so I can give you exactly what we talked about, Not what you want, what we talked about. Because everybody can't get everything. Everybody's hair can't hold everything. So he went and told me everything that was going to be happening to me. And so I get my surgery, honey. I go for my surgery, honey. Yes, I go for my surgery. And I'm just so excited because I'm like, I don't have to be in pain anymore. I don't have to bleed like this anymore. I can have a normal life, because I'm going to tell y'all, when you come on your cycle and you have fibroids, everything is unpredictable, okay? I done got a jury duty for these fibroids, okay? And so, when you have fibroids, they're very unpredictable. You have no control over your cycle whatsoever. They just do what it wants, honestly, and that's no quality of life. And it definitely bothered me. It made me depressed. It made me have major anxiety. I just didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do nothing. I don't want to stay home because I don't know when my period gonna come on, and when it come on, I don't know what it's gonna do. You know what I mean? And so I just had to kind of just really isolate myself from the world, which was depressing. But yeah. So yeah, you would have to isolate yourself because You just don't know what your body gonna do. And, you know, as a woman, you know, you don't want to ever be out in public on your cycle and you can't control it. Like, what am I supposed to do? What? Yeah. And so, y'all, I gets the surgery, y'all. Finally! And it's the best thing that ever happened to me in my life at this point, because I actually have a chance to have a normal interaction with a cycle. Like, I've never had a normal cycle, I don't think. Because in hindsight, if I look back on it, my cycle been terrible since about 24. So I probably been dealing with it for a minute, and not even knowing I had the fibroids. Right? Not even knowing I had the doggone fibroids. And so I okay. Whew, Lord. Claude. So, listen. I'm not gonna put no more. Cause y'all just did my bang. So I really just gotta do the back part of my head. So I'll be walking around here looking like who shot John. And so, hold on. And so I got the surgery, and now I am 9 days post-surgery. And I'm going to show y'all some pictures. I'm going to put some pictures in here of my stomach. Let me see if I can find some. Of my stomach pre-surgery, post-surgery, and 9 days surgery. I mean, post-surgery, because when I tell you a sister can actually bend in half, I thought it was bending in half. I thought it was bending in half the entire time I had fibroids, and I come to find out I was not bending in half, honey. I was not bending in half. Now, when I bend over, my collarbone can actually touch my knees. Like, never. Now, okay. It's the best of them, but I couldn't bend. And after the surgery, it's like, whoa, this is what it feels like to bend over. Like, I actually didn't have to curl over myself. I could just bend over. And so that's a plus. And so all of my symptoms, okay, let's talk about symptoms, okay? Let's talk about post-surgery symptoms, because I don't know. I felt good coming out of surgery, right? Great. But honey, let me tell you what kind of medication I was on, first of all. Oxycodone. Let's just talk about that one. Because I was not aware. Like, I do Google medicine and like see what the side effects are, but something in me didn't really look up oxycodone. But baby, I did not know that oxycodone make you constipated like that. I mean, I was taking Miralax and stool softeners, enema, anything that'll go up in there. Well, nothing coming out until I stopped taking them oxycodones. Okay? Start taking them oxycodones and let the waters flow. Yes, okay? About out. Okay? I ain't gonna tell y'all how I had to. That's another story. But baby, when I had to get that my urinary tract back on schedule, now that's a story. Now that's a story for ya, okay? Hint, hint, Rosie. She worked wonders. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, baby. So let's talk about post-surgery, okay? Post-surgery is a doozy. Okay? You can't move. It probably took me a whole day to stand up and walk around the hospital because let's talk about, okay, before we even get into the post, okay. This is supposed to be outpatient surgery, which, they categorize it as elective. I don't know why. I have no clue why they would call this elective because no one elects to have fibroids. You know, that's just something you can't control. And so they claim it elective surgery, which means you going home the same day. You can go home the first. You is going home. Okay, get up out of here. You ain't got COVID, go ahead. That's basically what the hospital is now. If you don't have COVID, get out my face. That's what they say. That's how they treat you. Okay. Basically. You know, after the COVID, you got to go. Okay. Which, okay, I don't care, because I want to be with a whole bunch of sick motherfuckers anyway. So, guys, he had to stop my surgery because my body don't know how to act. Apparently. Okay? Apparently my body don't know how to act. So he had to stop the surgery on the 10th fibroid. So now I got to go back and have another surgery in 3 months. My body is not my own. I don't know who body this is. I mean, who body is it really? And so, yeah, I'll be going back under the knife. But y'all, he says that because it's only a little piece, that he can get it out through my cervix, and I won't have to be cut, sliced, and diced again. Thank you, Father. Because I don't know if I can handle another surgery. You know, that was my first surgery ever in life. I'm 37. Like, I had that surgery a week before my birthday. And at that point, that was the first surgery I've ever had in my entire existence. So, you know, it was kind of traumatizing for me. So I will be having to go back under the knife. Sorry, guys. Sorry to all my clients. I love you, but I gotta get my body together because what good am I gonna be if to you guys if I'm not good to myself? Think about it. Anyway, so I will be having more surgery come June, and if this surgery I have to be out for 6 weeks, and that surgery I have to be out for 3 weeks. So pray for me and my bank account, cause we both shivering. Okay, we both shivering. But God got me. It's a cold world, baby. Yes. So I have to go back under. Hopefully this one will be less invasive, because he said that if I don't get this fibroid out, that it is going to regenerate, meaning it's gonna grow back, and Lord knows I don't want to do that. Okay, so please be nice to me. Come on, 37. Be nice. Treat me nice. All right. So Okay. So I went for my post-op. Everything looks great. But so I had to stay in the hospital for 1 day because I overly bled. And so I stayed from Tuesday till Wednesday at about 12:30. I got discharged. I came home. I got in my bed and didn't leave that mug for about 2 days. Okay. And that medicine that they give you, it is so daggone strong. That oxycodone, baby, it's so strong. You actually think that you can move and do jumping jacks and do all of the things that you used to do, but you cannot. And I paid for it, y'all. I'm learning that after a major surgery like that, like I don't know why they call it elective, but after a major surgery like that, you cannot. Your body ain't the same. It ain't the same. That body different. Okay. Shoot. And so I takes it upon my crazy self to go try to go to Walmart because they said walk, walk, get your body back acclimated to walking. I said, okay, well let me go to Walmart with my brother then. Girl, I don't know who told me I was invincible, but they need to tell me again because, honey, damn near died in Walmart. Okay, I will bled out in Walmart. Do you hear me? I said I got to go sit down, and so I did. That's what I did. I went and kept my tail right on back to that car, and I sat my happy ass down because I don't know who told me to go walk nowhere. I don't know who told me to go walk in Walmart. My friend, she said, you supposed to be walking around that, running for your life in Walmart. Cause you know, baby, Walmart can be a little Havana. It be a little Haiti. It could be a little Haiti if it need to be. And that was like day 3. That was like day 3, man. I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, who the hell you thought you was? Like, what were you trying to accomplish, ma'am? What? To prove everybody you... Sit down. Please sit down. So now I'm sitting. Okay. Everywhere I go, I sit. You ain't got to tell me to sit down. I'm already down. Shit. I sat down. But yeah. So I went for my post-op and my scars are healing well. Now I have to do an ultrasound in 6 weeks. So he can see my uterus, the inside of my body. And see what that's doing. Okay? Let's see how she managing. And so we'll be doing that in April 19th, which will be maybe 7 weeks post surgery. And then he'll tell me what he sees and what my next surgery is going to consist of. And so I'm just patiently waiting for that. Sitting around this house, honey, bored as I don't know what. You hear me? I thought I was bored during the pandemic. Listen, it's boring. So I have to find something to occupy your damn time. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking to y'all. I ain't got nobody else to talk to. Okay. Anyhow, Yeah, that was my surgery. So I would say the pros of getting this surgery is not having to deal with a heavy period. Not having to deal with that is definitely the biggest pro to having a myomectomy, in my opinion. So I could have a normal life. My quality of life went down because I was scared. I was scared to walk around. I was scared to do anything. Luckily for me, I work from home. And so I didn't have to go out into the street and bring a duffel bag worth of pads with me because I work from home. So that was good. Another pro of the surgery is your quality of life. Not only does your quality of life enhance, but you just feeling like you can be in this world normally, like normal. You don't have to worry about coming on your period. You know you're coming on your period. You know you're going to be on your period for more than 7 days. Because I used to be on my cycle for like weeks at a time. I'm telling you, it's not fun. So you know, how can you have a relationship like that? Any kind of relationship, you know, where you always scared to leave the house. So I'm just so happy. That is the biggest pro to me. The biggest con to me is because of my line of work where I do have to lift a lot. I can't do that. I can't lift over 5-10 pounds, and my line of work requires me to lift all day long, lift and bend all day long. I mean, I do hair. When I do hair, I use my entire body to do hair. I don't just use my hands. I don't just use my phalanges. I use my whole body. Okay, that's how I do. Okay, and so I can't do that. So that's my biggest con, is that because of my line of work, I won't be able to work for 6 whole weeks. Okay. I just won't be able to do it. No matter how hard I try, I can't do it. And because I'm gonna tell you this, I went and tried to again. I was running to the microwave. Well, I wasn't running. I was fastly walking to the microwave, and every step, my stomach was on fire. I just, you know, it's hard to have to sit down. It's hard to have to sit down. You know, it is. It just is. As humans, we and Americans especially, we get up and move whenever we want to. You know what I mean? Especially an entrepreneur that works from home. I can do whatever. I pretty much do whatever I want to do all day. And not being able to do that, it definitely wears on my mental. You know, because if I don't work, I don't eat. I don't get paid, okay? I don't get paid if I don't work. So, you know, it's hard for me to sit down. Even though that's what's best for me and that's what I need to do, doesn't make it any easier to do it, you know? We know all the things we need to do for ourselves, but don't make it easy. Yeah. And so I'm trying to find the solace in taking this break, because I know God gave me this break. I know for a fact God gave me this break. Because I have been asking for a break, right? And I've been trying to tell people is God gonna give you everything you ask for if you work for it. Okay? And it may not come in this pretty little package wrapped up. It's just not. All the time it's not gonna come like that. And you know, so I asked for a break, and here I am on a break. Do you understand me? Are you feeling me? Okay? So when you ask God for things, make sure you know that it ain't gonna come all the time in a package that you can recognize it. It's not. Because it's not. Because it's not. Because it's not going to happen like that. It's just not. So yeah. So I take my break. I deal with it on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So guys, I'm just gonna actually rock out to some music, some Janae, because that's my girl. Okay, and she a Pisces just like me. And you know, a Pisces can vibe with pretty much anybody, but when you vibe with another Pisces, magical. So, oh, and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna insert some pictures, but I'm also gonna show you my stomach right now because this is 7 days past post-op. Y'all, I'm gonna just back up some because look, I ain't supposed to be doing that, y'all, and it hurts too. Okay, so I just threw this on because I ain't want to be looking at the camera looking crazy, right? Looking dusty. So I'm gonna just, you can see here, that is where all my fibroids is right here. And so if I turn to the side, you can see I'm still swollen here. Don't. I'm still swollen here. Here. And it's very tender. This right here hurt. Okay. So he went in through my belly button. Let me show y'all. So I don't have the regular scars because he is a specialist, honey. He invasive. Minimal invasive. Okay? Minimally invasive. Okay? Okay. So then my tummy. So he went in through my belly button here. And then I have this shit hurt. You see that? I have a C-section incision. So I had 10 kids. I had 10 kids. Oh, y'all want to see from the side? Because I want y'all to see from the side too, because you see that Jane Drew? It was looking like Homer Simpson face first before. And so I can't go to the gym. I can't go to work. He said basically don't do nothing but heal. So that's what I do. Right? So that hurt, baby, that hurt. But I'm gonna show y'all what I looked like before. But now my perfectly imperfect starts